Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I got this eyeshadow look using the ColourPop Nude Mood palette. I'm so excited how this look turned out. I can't wait to use this palette more and see what other looks I can come up with. So if you'd like to see how I created this makeup look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I just picked up the ColourPop Nude Mood palette and I am so excited to do a look with you today. So this is what the palette looks like. We got some roses on the front, and these are the colors. So as you can see, this palette has lots of neutral warm tones, some shimmery colors, and then some mattes, and some like semi-matte. I'm really excited to see how this palette performs and what eyeshadow look I can make out of it. So let's get started. First things first, we cannot be working with our hair in our face. So this is what we're gonna do here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm actually gonna start with the eyes and then move on to the face. I just feel like if there's any fallout, it's super easy to just clean up. I'm going to start with concealer. I've been loving the House Labs concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. I'm so sorry about this big mirror. I need to get a little better about not blocking you from what I'm doing. Now that I have just a little bit of concealer, I'm just gonna go ahead and set that with my normal setting powder. So I just use a little bit of that, just right over the concealer we just put. Perfect. So now we've got a clean base for my eyes, and I'm gonna go right into the palette. So I'm gonna go into this shade, Bare to Wear, with a fluffy crease brush. My brushes that I'm using today are all from Morphe. I love all of their brushes so much. They are very high quality for their price. So I just went in with a light layer, just blending that in my crease. I'm gonna add just a little bit, see how this builds, and I'm doing this a little bit higher than my crease just to add a little bit more definition there. I'm gonna do a little bit more concealer just on the inner corner of my eyes. I love using a sponge for my concealer. It blends it out so well, and it's just easy. You can also use a brush, whatever you're feeling, you know? All right, so that's where we're at. That's better, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set that super quick. Okay, intermission done. Back to the eyes. So like I said, I'm just taking this like slightly above my crease, adding dimension where I want to see more dimension. So the first layer was just in my actual crease. This is kind of like mapping out where I want the dimension to be. I'm gonna add a little bit just on the little crease on the inner eye, closer to your brow bone area. Do you see that indent? That's where I'm adding this layer right there. What's fun about makeup is you really just can do whatever you want. Whatever you're feeling, whatever you want to try, there's no mistakes. You can just wipe it off when you're done. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this color, Au Naturel. And I'm gonna go ahead and use a skinnier buffing brush. So this will just give more precision with where you wanna put the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I always tap off the excess to prevent any fallout from happening. All right, so this I'm just gonna go on the outer edge, right in the crease. And I'm doing this a little bit lighter than what I was doing with the other color. This is a darker color, so I just wanna be a little more careful with where I'm putting it and how I'm applying it. So as you can see, I'm really focusing it on just the outer corner of the eye. And then I just slowly start bringing it in. I'm not going to bring it in all the way. I just want to keep the middle and center part of my eye super fresh. All right, I'm going in with a little more on this side. So same thing, I'm just really focusing it on the crease of this eye, kind of bringing it down. You can even kind of angle your brush almost like a V shape on the outer corner. And then slightly bringing it in. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the same brush, but I'm actually gonna go in with Moody, which is this dark brown. I'm gonna use just a little bit of this, and I just want to smoke out my eye even more. So just using a very little amount, I'm gonna kind of do the same area, but honestly even closer to the outer corner. And then I'm just gonna pat that down to my lash line, picking up a tiny bit more. I kind of just angle it and bring it down. So far, my thoughts on the eyeshadow, they're very good. The payoff is good. I do feel like this color is slightly patchy, like it's a little hard for me to blend out, but not too bad. For the price, I feel like it's very, very worth it. So same thing, just really focusing it on this outer corner. In the crease a little bit, and then bringing it down. What I try to do is kind of go in between, like having my eyelids like this and then having them totally open. I feel like that just allows you to see what it's gonna look like when your eyes are just normal, and then you can kind of get more precise when you have them like that, if that makes sense. Okay, so what I like to do is then go in with the fluffy brush that I started with and just take that all in my crease and just kind of blend it out. Be careful with this. I don't want to like lose the pigment that I put on there, but I just want it to be nice and blended out. So I'm loving how that's looking. What I'm really excited about with this palette is this light, almost white color that's matte. So this is a perfect color for you to highlight your eyes in any way that you want without it being shimmery. I just feel like it looks a little more subtle. I'm gonna go in with this flat eyeshadow brush and the white shade here. With a brush like this, you will pick up like quite a bit more product. Definitely tap off the excess. And I'm just putting that on the inner corner where really there's no color right now, just to brighten it up. That's pretty. See what that did? That is so cool. I love this shade because it easily like diffuses. Like it's easy to blend to the perfect pigment that you want. So now that I put that on, I'm just going in with the denser, flatter brush that I used and just blending the edges of where I put the lighter color and where the dark color is. Yay! Now I'm gonna do the same with this eye. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. What I wanna do next is go in with this really pretty shimmery color just right on my inner corners. This is the perfect inner corner brush. It is so tiny. It is just perfect for applying right in your inner corner. So that's what I'm gonna do. This does look more like a glittery almost shade. It doesn't pick up as much as I would think on the brush there. Let's see how this pays off on the eye. Okay, very pretty. Maybe it's because the sun is shining right on it, but I really like how that looks. Okay, I'm just gonna stop there with the inner corner. The last thing that I want to do with my eyeshadow is I'm gonna go back in with this dark brown shade. I'm gonna use this flat brush to just pat that right on my lash line and maybe bring it out to a subtle wing. So with this, for sure, make sure to tap off the excess. Like I said, I'm just stamping that on right on the lash line towards the outer corner. And this I do want to be a little bit more dramatic You can honestly go in with an eyeliner and smudge it out, but I'm just gonna try just with the eyeshadow. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna do a wing. I feel like it just blends so nicely into the crease that we did. So now I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. Okay, so that is my eyeshadow look done. Let's move on to finishing the face. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my eyes and then move on to finishing up the face. So I wanna work on the bottom lash line. This is super quick, super easy. I'm just gonna go basically in the order that we went for the top for the crease. I'm gonna use Bare to Wear, Au Naturel, and then Moody just on the outer corner. So let's do that together. Just lightly brushing that from side to side. I'm using just like a denser, shorter brush. This brush is perfect for the lower lash line. And each shade darker that I use, I just keep it more on the outer corner and not all the way to the middle. You can take this time to kind of blend the upper and lower together. Cool. Last thing I'm going to do is take a clean brush. This one's just a little bit smaller than the one I was just using, and I'm gonna go in with the Bluffin shade here, the light color, and just put that just towards the inner corner, kind of blending together with the shimmery color that I put in the inner corner. And there we go, that is the eyeshadow. I haven't done an eyeshadow look in a long time, and I love it. I love the more matte look that I did, just with the little shimmer in the inner corner. I feel like it's so pretty. All right, I'll just skip me applying mascara because it takes too long and I make weird faces, so be right back. So that is my finished look. I hope you guys loved it. I do feel like this eyeshadow palette was super good, super easy to work with. The pigment was good. I feel like with the darker shades, it gets a little, darker shades can be a little bit tough, but I love how it turned out. I'm excited to play with this a little bit more. Let me know if you want to see another look using this palette. I mean, there's so many options. I use like half the colors, so it's definitely super versatile, and yeah, for the price, I would highly recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching this look. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe. And if there are particular videos that you would like to see, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear. And I'm so excited to keep making more. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.